God damn it. All right. Well, no one's here yet.
No one's here yet.
God damn it. Fucking. I should probably share this. Share this on my thing on Facebook.
On Facebook?
Well, yeah, I posted an event. Where's my event? Sorry, I know I'm like doing stuff while stuff's happening. I'm just trying to get the live stream apparently blew up, so I'm redoing my live stream. There we go. New live stream post. Post. All right, we're gaining people.
Oh, okay.
Is that better? Okay, it's back.
Okay.
I don't know what that was. It must have been YouTube. So my apologies. Like nothing changed. We didn't touch anything.
I didn't touch anything.
Yeah, like literally the hands are off. But
okay. So
yes, lunch at the Domain tomorrow, Todd. I'm in. It's the wig. It's because we're not whining enough.
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, my apologies that the previous
F-Chat hacked your system.
F-Chat hacked the system. Some really mad F-Chatters. Anyway, it's Porter. Hey, Porter.
Oh my God, it's the neighbor kid.
That's so Chuttily. How do you pronounce that? Chutlili?
Chuttily. I didn't even know Porter's handle. Anyway, our neighbor Porter is a very sweet young man who has an awesome train channel. Is the train channel Chuttily?
Yeah, that's his channel. Which, by the way, he just crossed 1,000 subs.
He just monetized. Yay, Porter! Monetized! It's all about trains, train enthusiasts, train culture.
Mm-hmm. Are you friends with my neighbor? He works at Lambo. I live in Steiner, and my dad has an M4. I don't know.
There's a lot of M4s in Austin.
There's also a couple Lambo people. I don't know. Yeah, anyway.
Okay, so but to get back on track a little, what Dan hoped to establish, if anything, during this particular live stream is that he really wants people who are his viewers, all these people who have sent him stories and private messages and emails saying that they bought Ferraris because of him or because he made it feel accessible, he made it feel approachable. He would like you to send those stories, if you could, to the link. Post the link, babe.
I'll post it. 1 second.
He's pouring wine.
Sorry.
But he just wants those stories. He wants to compile those stories. Yeah, that's all we ask is if we're asking anything from this live stream is Dan wants you to send those stories.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
I'm posting the link right there. Go to that link. Another thing you can do if you really want to support the channel, instead of just like, I know a lot of you have done this and thank you, contributing on the live chat. You can also like buy stickers or T-shirts. That way you actually get
devalue cars.
I devalue cars. I mean,
yeah.
I do. You know, I devalue cars. So I thought that was a cool T-shirt. I got a couple new ones I just put there. So anyway, you're stealing my wine again.
Oh, sorry. Like it matters.
But anyway, thought about buying one that does that count? I mean,
I want to share my story about how I didn't buy a 348 because Dan ruined it for me.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks.
Yeah. He's a 355 owner. Don't believe what he says.
Yes. I'm a whiskey guy. I might have to pour some bourbon and join the fun. Do it. I don't drink whiskey, but yeah, Cars and Coffee was really foggy this last week, wasn't it? It was very odd, but a huge turnout. It was awesome. We only like red wine, pretty much. We never ever drink whites or
I don't
blushes,
like white wine. It's really way too sweet.
or even champagne. Unless champagne.
I'll drink champagne.
I'll drink champagne in mimosa form on
When
Sunday.
we were in Indonesia, and it's hard to get alcohol in most of Indonesia anyway because it's not an alcohol promoting country. Most folks there are Muslim and they don't drink, which has a lot of merits. And so we were on this tiny island, 4 hours boat ride off of Indonesia, and they had run out of red wine when I got there. And so I would go out diving all day and I would come back and they didn't have any alcohol that I actually drank, but they're like, well, we don't have red wine, but we have champagne. And I'm like, I guess that's what we're drinking. So I drank champagne the whole week. I like champagne better than like Chardonnay. Chardonnay just tastes.
Yeah, it's too oaky.
Well, no, it's too sugary.
It's true. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Mousetrap.
Yes, he's up in Canada.
Hey, Canada.
He's the one that sent me the mirror that I use.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
I remember these things. Had a great time with you guys in Asheville.
Curtis and Gina.
Oh, Curtis and Gina. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Which, by the way, if you watched my video from when we went out to Asheville with Scott, who just posted right below Curtis. Scott, remember Curtis? Curtis, remember Scott? Anyway,
By the way, guys, Scott on this thread is the Scott of the VW Beetle fame.
oh yeah.
Jeff is the Jeff of the 355. They just did the oil change. Hello, Momo. Hi,
yes.
baby.
He's not in camera.
Yeah, I can get him. Oh, he's just heavy.
Oh, you guys want to see the turd? There's the turd. Oh, doggy. I know.
I
know, boy.
So yeah, Tim Purcell. Tim is the gentleman who has the 348, which obviously Dan is secretly conspiring to devalue. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's my goal. I'm trying to ruin all
Stu is the
Freival's.
360 owner who will be having videos this weekend.
Chuck Sturzer. I'm Meg's second husband. Damn it!
Oh, Chuck.
I knew you were.
I know.
I knew you were cheating on
You
me.
weren't supposed to say.
Oh, Mo. This dog.
Hi. Hi, Sean.
I'm not sure Mo knows what's up with this wig.
Yeah, I think the wig weirds him out.
Oh. Yeah, Scott, did you fix your VW yet? What the? Anyway, so no, not yet. I bought a drag racing throttle cable and it's not here yet. Oh. Mo. Yes, it's been a crazy week, by the way. Crazy few weeks with all the interesting drama-lamaing, which is not really my MO. I'm not very good at drama. I don't really want drama, but that's well, okay. So I had that video where I was talking with my investor and talking about video ideas and blah blah. And first of all, thank you to a ridiculous number of you who sent me advice and ideas and suggestions and whatever, because it was seriously overwhelming.
And I don't pay any attention to what Dan does, but his phone was just blowing up.
It was
all day, the day of that video and the day after.
For 48 straight hours, I was doing almost nothing but answering suggestions, ideas, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it was intense and crazy. But anyway, the fascinating thing is, the vast majority of people seem to say DIY is why they watch the channel. But what I find really frustrating, and this is not a function of you guys, it's a function of YouTube, is so we just put out a DIY video yesterday of working on the 355 doing an oil change, and it did marginal. It's like that's so so here's the problem. What you guys want isn't necessarily what YouTube wants. And so I'm in this weird thing where it's do I do what YouTube wants or do I do what you want?
Do you really know what YouTube wants? Does anybody really know what YouTube wants? That's what you guys are all trying to do. You're trying to beat an algorithm.
No, but you have so when I did the live PD video, I was I'm 95% sure this is gonna be one of my best videos.
Well, yes.
So you get a video like that, you're oh yeah, I know it's gonna do really well. But I thought for sure, okay, 355 oil change, DIY wrenching on a 355, that's gonna do well. And I put it out there and it does crap. And it's just so frustrating because YouTube is probably run by FChat. Now that
I doubt it.
I'd be banned.
Yeah.
YouTube wants your money. I want all the things, especially racing and rallies. I like to watch all the things. Oh, sorry, I was missing C. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird to try and.
Well, I know it. So, and with great appreciation to the people who throw money at us, Fred, Mousetrap, who threw 50. That was Fred too.
Yeah.
Fred, with all due respect, I like money. However, if you share Dan's videos, I have been told that is the best way.
Yes. Yeah. So like of everything that you guys can do to help, because I know a lot of you want to help, and thank you, genuinely thank you for helping. I seriously, it's huge when you guys help. Sharing the videos is the single greatest thing that helps my channel, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but basically the more a video gets shared, the more people look at it, the more people see it. The reality is the more likely they are to subscribe. So I don't think I have a problem with people watching my videos and then wanting to watch more of my videos. It's getting my videos out in front of people. That is the ultimate algorithmic problem I have, right? Sex sells, put cheerleaders in your DIY videos.
I don't care if he does, but I think Dan has integrity, believe it or not, and I don't think he wants to put bikini girls in the video.
Oh yeah, we just.
I wouldn't even care if he did.
I straight up looked into how much does it cost to hire models to have like
kind of depends on the model, doesn't it?
Like we were at a restaurant one day and there was a very, very attractive server, and we asked her, like, are you, like, we were both, I was
who are you with?
Gaz.
Okay.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
And we were like, hey, like, do you do modeling? And she's like, yeah, of course, blah blah blah. And we're like, okay, figures. And we're like, okay, like, how much do you charge for like modeling, whatever? And it was like cheap. It was surprisingly cheap, and she was gorgeous. It would have gotten a ton of views. So Gaz and I were like doing the math, like, do we spend the money to hire this girl to, I don't know, wash the car in a bikini or something? It's just so.
Hey guys, I'm here to talk about Avalon King.
Oh man, it's so bad.
No, Megan is not going to do anything in a scantily clad outfit unless she so chooses in her personal time. I'm not doing that on YouTube.
And that's the other thing is everyone says just go buy X, Y, and Z car, and it's like it's not that easy. Like it's
buying a $500,000 to $1 million car is not actually a business plan.
Well, I mean, when you get big enough, it's like big YouTubers can go out and buy a new car every other week.
That is not going to happen here right now. That's not.
Hire the bikini model to wash Meg's car.
Why do you don't want to see anyone wash my Mini Cooper?
Funny you mentioned that, Mousetrap. I've convinced Miss Megan to change the oil in the 458.
I will do it.
I don't think she understands how much she's going to hate it.
Well, I mean, I'm going to complain the whole time.
It's going to be fucking great. Sorry, effing great. Sorry. Oh, jeez. Fred! Stop. Jeez.
So, Fred brings up a good point. Damn, Fred's like, hire a model with this $200. Fred is a man I have never met, but every time we do a live stream, he's incredibly generous.
He's the one who came up with the clock that's on my wall.
And I love that clock, the clock that's made out of the little break.
He sent me a picture of the new clock. He did
a new clock.
I know I can say the F-bomb, but I don't want to because YouTube demonetizes specifically on the F word. Like, I've had to curtail myself saying the F word.
If you are back in the day before this was a thing that it became, like Dan used to do intro music. And if you choose intro music that has expletives in it, they almost immediately demonetize you.
Yes. See this there. That is what Fred made. So that's coming my way. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, when I hit 50,000 subscribers, the one that's on my wall, I'm going to give to one of you. Yes, that's right.
Fred's Ferrari clock is the bomb. It is so cool.
It is. Josh is not a little bitch. So.
Okay, maybe you should go into that.
Okay. So you guys kind of.
Who wants to hear about what happened with Josh?
I got to tell the update to the Josh and the Testarossa. So I'm going to give the whole kind of story behind it and explain what's going on, because it's not Josh. It's there's no one's being a dick. No one's doing anything wrong. It just, yeah. Anyway, so it's a confluence of stuff. You know, it's never one thing, right? We're not talking politics. So
We're not talking politics. Don't even say anything about
Yeah.
it. It doesn't exist in the YouTube.
So, so we had the Testarossa. It was at the shop that Josh was being allowed to use, the shop is owned by this guy, Bert. And Bert and Josh had an agreement that Josh would work on Bert's cars, and therefore Josh could use the shop for free. And then that was working out fine. And then I came along and we started working on all these cars. And I started referring business to Josh, which is fine. And at first it wasn't a big deal, but then I got Josh a lot of work. And basically Josh then was doing nothing but referral work from me and doing videos, helping me out in videos and stuff. So Josh no longer was helping Bert's cars because
not as much as
he was supposed to.
Had been doing.
Which is so Bert got upset about that, rightfully so.
And he's the benefactor and he's the owner of that space.
So basically Bert said, okay, you guys can't do YouTube stuff in my shop anymore because it's not helping him out. Why should he? He's got his own motivations and his own, he's giving us a shop and it's not benefiting him in any way. So that happened. And so it wasn't Josh saying, no, Dan, don't bring cars here. It was just Bert protecting his own ass, which he's allowed to do, and I totally respect that.
Which is understandable.
Yeah, I don't have.
If you're an adult, you get it. And
right. So
let me just squash anything that anybody has to say about Josh. He's a smart guy. He's a fun guy to talk to. I like him. Dan likes him. It's not a thing.
Yeah, there's no animosity. The situation sucks. I'm frustrated about the situation, but I'm not mad at Josh. I'm not mad at Bert. I completely understand it. That I got mad as the situation unfolded because I didn't understand what was going on. And it was like I had kind of started to try and position my YouTube to head in that direction. That was what I thought was going to happen, is we're going to be doing these engine out majors at this shop and then flipping those cars. I thought that's a repeatable business model. It makes sense, gets good content. You guys like it, so on and so on. And so I thought that's where we're going. And then suddenly I was like, nope, not going to happen. And so I had anticipated that being my entire content plan for the month of November and December. And also I was like, gone. So that's why I kind of had to scramble to come up with ideas. And that's why a lot of the content you've seen has not been DIY or whatever. It's been a lot of talking videos because DIY videos are very hard to arrange. I know you guys, thank you, Mousetrap.
Thank you, Mousetrap.
Again, it's, so, and everyone keeps saying, go rent space, blah, blah, blah. So I want to just lay this out there. I don't have the ability to go pay for those spaces. If I go rent a shop, it's going to cost me easily $1,000 to $2,000 a month, if not more.
Which is substantial. And you got to remember, I'm working on an extraordinarily limited budget at the moment. So I'm not making any profit off YouTube at this point. In fact, I lose money every month. I only have so long until this investment runway runs out. So the more money I spend doing stuff like renting a shop and buying lifts and doing that, that is a lot of overhead.
Right. The shorter my runway becomes, the less chance I have to make this succeed. So I'm trying to give myself as long a runway as I can. And as of this point, my runway is probably somewhere in the 8-month to 12-month range or less. So if I go buy, rent a shop for $1,000 a month, that 8-month now becomes 6 months or maybe even 5 months.
Hey man, if anybody has a shop that they just want to let Dan have a lift and work on cars for nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I would understand that people want money in exchange for those spaces. And if you don't want to pay the money those are worth, you shouldn't expect those. I mean, it's great when you can work out a quid pro quo of some type, but those shops, as I understand it, are expensive. They come equipped with, especially if they're coming equipped with 2-post lifts or 4-post lifts. Is it two posts? Yeah.
Get Meg on sexy outfit and she fixes furry money.
They're it's just not going to happen.
Yeah. Get someone out there with a shop that needs you. And so that's the problem is it's virtually impossible to convince a shop to let me have that space because it's a slow process. So it took us what, 2 months to do Tim's car. The Testarossa is probably going to take us a month and a half to 2 months. So for a shop to say, hey, you can use our lift for 2 months, or our shop space that's, you know, making money for a long period of time, it just doesn't happen. Like, people don't have that ability. So it becomes a very difficult situation. And so at this moment, as it sits, the kind of current solution is I'm going to continue to do DIY work on my car and some friends' cars. And I've even started reaching out to stuff like the FCA. And,
hey, Derek, whoever you are.
And trying to do some work on their cars. So it's going to be a lot of more of in my garage, low budget DIY stuff, because that has a high return for me. So when I get parts from Ricambi and put those on cars, I can do, so, you know, for example, the video that's coming out on Saturday cost me effectively $0 because Ricambi paid for the parts and Stu bought some parts, and so I just helped Stu wrench on his 360 for an entire day, and it cost nothing.
And that was 16 hours.
13, 14.
And, you know, I just kind of like came in every couple of hours and saw how it was going. What's the latest with Turo? It was pretty definitive when Dan last talked about Turo.
Yeah, I am trying to get out of Turo. So that if you didn't see on Instagram and Facebook, the Jaguar is gone.
Yes.
Praise the Lord. Good riddance. I got videos coming out about the Jaguar soon.
Yeah,
so
Dan will talk about the Jaguar.
don't worry, you're gonna see that.
The Jaguar.
The Jiggy.
Jaguar.
I have not sold the Corvette, but I was not as motivated to sell the Corvette because the Corvette's kind of bulletproof. And ironically, even though the Jag has rented out substantially more than the Vet is actually closer to break even than the Jag. So the Jag, I just want it gone. It was you'll see, it's horrible. Versus the Vet, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Redbeards Racing.
Are twin turbos
Thank
in your
you.
future? No, I will never, ever twin turbo the 458. It is just not something I would do. If I was going to do that, I'd just go buy a 488. There's no reason to go put a twin turbo kit on a 458 and ruin the whole beautiful part of a 458, in my opinion. That's just me. Yeah.
Do people actually do that with 458s? Is they modify the engine? I thought that's the whole point of buying a Ferrari is you don't have to do that.
Yeah, not a whole lot of people do twin turbos in a 458. I think there's some, but there's not a lot of reason to do it. Keep the Corvette and turn it into a super vet. I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting hot by the way. Sorry. Showing my baldness.
Oh, damn.
Started to get toasty. Meg fixes Ferrari.
I'm not fixing anything. If there's any video, okay, so the video Dan proposed, in terms of me working on the Ferrari, the video he proposed was me doing an oil change, which on the 458 is hard enough. It takes like 16 screws to even get the undercarriage off. And I don't know how to work a screw thingy. So
it's a very technical term.
Like, let me give you a background of how mechanically inclined my DNA is. Like, when I first started dating Dan, like in my family, like we have other gifts, but thank you, Mousetrap.
Thank you.
We have other gifts, but like my mother, my father, my brothers, we don't touch tools very much for much of anything. And my dad would object to that, but it's correct. So Dan, we were at my house in Michigan, my parents' house, the house I spent most of my childhood in. And my mom was very much wanting a dimmer switch in the dining room. And she's like, oh, but I'll have to call an electrician. And Dan was like, oh man, well, I'm gonna make her day. Hey, Ms. Anderson, did you know that I can install a dimmer switch? And my mom was like, really? And he's like, yeah. And so Dan installed the dimmer switch in my mom's dining room, and everybody lost their minds.
Oh, it was like I had unveiled the damn, I can't think of it. It's the
What are you talking about?
I can't think. All right, my brain's done.
Never mind.
I'm clearly hitting enough alcohol point where my brain is starting to fail. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
So to reiterate, those of you that many people over the years have sent down private messages, emails, made comments on the Facebook page, made comments on YouTube about how his videos contributed. What?
Andy, I remember
Andy!
I remember the dimmer switch.
Andy remembers the dimmer switch. Shit, man. Like, sorry. But yeah, no, Andy knew me when I was 16 years old, which is when I started dating Dan. But the whole thing we're reiterating on this episode tonight, specifically of the live stream, is Dan's trying to gather stories. The stories of his viewers who have contacted him.
Let me post the link.
Yes, Dan will post a link. Stories from his viewers.
There.
Go there. Did it post? Yes, it posted. Go there. Send Dan the story of if you're one of those people who went ahead and bought any type of Ferrari because you felt so emboldened to do by his channel, and share your story with him. That helps us tremendously. I'm certain. And Dan sees it as a serious point of pride as a normal guy who's helped other dudes feel that those cars are accessible.
Honestly, it's like one of the coolest things that I think that's happened is that people keep sending me all these stories about, hey, I bought a Ferrari because of your channel, or hey, I wrenched on my car. Like I've had someone who's like, I changed the oil in my Toyota because of your videos. And he's like, if you can work on a Ferrari, then I should be able to work on a Toyota. And I'm like, that is awesome. Like seeing those stories make.
Strangely, I've never been similarly inspired by my own husband.
But to me, that's.
But I'm married to him.
But that's really cool. Like that was never the goal of the channel. Like I never thought, oh, hey, I'm gonna inspire people to work on their car. I'm gonna inspire people to buy a Ferrari. Like that was not ever part of me doing this. It was just
Hi, Mike P, who is a parent who keeps messaging. I'm your biggest fan too.
Viewers want Meg.
Oh,
open the TIG.
Not opening the Tiganello.
Not tonight.
It's like a $150 bottle of wine.
Yeah, that's like you gotta save that for like, you know.
We're saving that for when Dan hits, I don't know, 50 or 100 or something.
Yeah, $50,000.
50 for 50 grand, you could open the TIG.
All right, well,
I think so.
Tell you what, first live video after 50 grand, we'll do the TIG. Oh, missed it. Definitely. Oh, hold on. Definitely make your wife a focus point in future videos. Viewers and people want to watch. So here's the problem. It's really easy to say, yes, Megan should be in all my videos. The problem is Meg has a real job, and as of this point is basically the breadwinner of the family. So we can't say, hey, Meg, take your job supports the family.
But guys, don't feel too bad. Dan still makes more money than I do.
Yeah, well, yours has insurance benefits.
Yeah, I do provide the health care at this point.
Yeah, I want to get sponsored by Miller. That would be.
Dude, if we can get Miller Lite to sponsor Dan, that would be ideal.
That'd be the shit.
I mean, that would be a very sincere and authentic sponsorship relationship too, because that is certainly consumed by Dan in this household.
Yeah. Is a trip to Maranello coming soon? No, we can't afford it. So I've jokingly said that I'm currently the world's poorest Ferrari owner, which is strange because it's like, you know, it's temporary. But here's the thing: when you switch careers, you're starting from zero, right? So you go from a lucrative 20-year career in software to a 0-year career in YouTube, and it's also a huge risk. It's just like anytime you start a business, right? When you start a business, huge risk, not so much financial reward, especially not at the beginning. It may be years later, but so we're in that position where right now we have to kind of watch our budget. So for any of you that have been in a startup, you know that there's that point at which if your startup's not pulling in a bunch of bank and you don't have a huge VC bank account that's like, hey, buy whatever you need, you got to kind of watch your budget. And I'm at that point where it's like, I tried a lot of big things. I spent a bunch of money. I spent over $50,000 making YouTube videos this year. And hilariously, that money probably would have been well spent on other things because I've learned, because I learned a lot of lessons. And that's what it ultimately came down to is
rallies do not have a good ROI.
So I learned rallies. Nope, not doing rallies. They don't make shit. Going on road trips, yeah, not doing those. They don't make shit. You know, buying a big expensive whatever, don't matter. Here's what's so stupid. I can go out to the garage and talk for 20 minutes, make a video. It takes me 2 hours to make the video, costs me $0, and it makes me far more money than spending.
Oh, hello from New Zealand. Sorry. But Dan has a point. The videos he does DIY and he does these rallies, which are cost-intensive videos. The investment in those videos is high. Sometimes don't do even as well. Like he can do a video talking about how, I guess, frustrated he is with Turo and get 50,000
So
views,
to give you an idea, the Turo video
$0
of the last 2 or 3 weeks, my Turo video has made me more money than any other video I've done in the last 3 weeks. So bitching about Turo, which cost me literally $0. All I did is walk outside and complain about Turo for a little bit. Cost me $0, and I made far more money than any other video I've made in the last 3 weeks. Compare that to going out to Phoenix, spending thousands of dollars on a road trip. Compare that to the Bull Run GT rally, which cost me $4,500 just to enter, plus the gas, plus all this other shit. So probably about $6,000 total. No one watched it. No one watched it. And even the DIY videos, all you guys are all saying, oh, we want to see the DIY videos. Ricambi provides most of the parts usually, so usually they cost me almost nothing, but they take forever. So to give you an idea, Stu and I wrenched on his car for over 13 hours last weekend, and it took me probably about 8 hours to edit that video. So it's a huge production to make that video, right? That video comes out on Saturday, and you'll see, I can almost guarantee you, that video, if I'm lucky, will do 10,000 views. So watch. Come, just take a note of what I just said, okay? The video that comes out Saturday, check it on Saturday, then check it in a week, and then check it in a month, and it won't be at 10,000 views. And I spent, let's say, so we spent 13 plus hours filming it, plus another 8 hours editing it. So I spent basically a day making that video. And it's not going to do as good as a video where I go outside and bitch about Turo for an hour. It takes me another 2 hours to edit. So I spent 3 hours on the Turo video. So it's really weird. You have to like sit there and kind of balance where I spend my time, how it's just the unfortunate reality is YouTube's not like as logical as everyone thinks. Everyone thinks they have the solution. Everyone thinks, oh man, just do this. You know, the number of people in the last 48 hours that have sent me a message saying, I've got the solution for you. I know exactly what you need to do. Here's all you have to do. Just do this one thing.
Do a collab with DDE.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just call up DDE and do a collab. Just call up Tavares.
Like 1-800 Daily Driven Exotic.
Yeah, 1-800 Tavares. Hey, man. Hey, Freddie. Let's hang out. Let's wrench on cars. He's gonna be like, fuck off. So,
hey, Mr. DeMuro.
Yeah, exactly. So people don't understand.
I want to talk about quirks and features with you.
It's not that easy, and it doesn't work that way. And even then, you come up with a video that you put your heart and soul into, and you think it's the greatest thing ever, and then YouTube's like, boom, screw you. It doesn't matter. So yeah, everyone keeps saying, do a video with Radarosa. No.
I don't know who that is.
Like seriously, I've thought about it. It's not in my interest because he's not going to fly out here. It's not going to be in person. No one's going to watch a video of us talking on a webcam, right? It does not help my channel. So think about that. You got to really think about, does it really help the channel? Is it worth your time and things like that? So yeah, it just,
And thank you to the people that keep saying, if I'm in the videos, it'll be awesome. But you have to remember, like, I have nothing to talk about with respect to cars on a regular basis. The only reason that I could talk about that 348 drama is because it wasn't directly about cars. It was about human interactions. And that opportunity doesn't come up very much. I don't have any background to lend anything interesting to say about automobiles.
And I know a lot of people saying you should go on VidWiki. I've talked to Ed. He's not interested. I've tried. Like Ed and I have collaborate with Chris Fix. what am I going to do? Just send him an email? Hey, Chris Fix, I know you get 75 requests for this every day, but I've got 40,000 subscribers compared to your 5-point-something million subscribers. And let me tell you, we can do business together, and it's totally not going to help you at all. I mean, so that's the problem. It's like you're talking to an 800-pound elephant, and I'm a fucking little mouse. It's so hard.
At this stage, it's quite hard.
So the reality is, at this point in the game, it's find videos that cost as little as possible that have the biggest return possible. That's the game I'm playing. So I'm trying to find high drama, low cost, easy to produce, easy to edit.
And that's hard.
Yeah.
Especially because with drama, I mean, Dan and I are so drama avoidant in our lives. We're a very peaceful home. I like my home.
That's the irony of it all, right?
I strive for zero drama. Like, it doesn't, like, cultivating drama, that's not something that comes naturally to Dan or I.
Yeah. So there you go. Here's another one. I bet some videos out of the driveway Austin or Kona during Edge Addicts or similar would do really well. No, they don't. They actually, I've done so many track days. They are the worst. No one watches track days, period.
They don't. I have watched.
So put it this way, I've gone to every single Time Attack except one since the driveway started them, and I'm not going this next weekend.
Hi from Australia.
There's no reason. There's no return. I spend $150 and get zero interest from people. So there's no reason. Unless someone crashes, which I don't want. I don't want someone to crash your car, right?
No. So the going to Circuit of the Americas is not, as much as that is very definitively race car stuff, which you would think would be right on the money for this demo. Yeah. I truly don't think. Now, there's probably like a couple thousand of you that subscribe to Dan who are like, yeah, this is my stuff. But from watching the numbers, like, it seems like he's correct in that people who are subscribed to car channels actually aren't that interested in cars.
Yeah. The biggest irony of car channels is that car people don't care about car racing. Yes, I know Aaron from Life Apollos. He's actually giving me a shout out. Oh, there's what we're drinking tonight, the Villa Antinori Toscana.
It's one of our go-tos.
Yeah, so Life Apollos gave me a shout out a while ago. Surprisingly enough, it didn't really help. And that's the thing is shout outs, everyone says, oh, just get a shout out. Shout outs are hit and miss.
I think the one from Cletus helped, and I think the one from Stradman helped.
Well, so funny enough, I actually paid Cletus. I didn't pay him. I paid for his entry so he would drag race me, which cost me $400. So I paid $400 for Cletus to give me a shout out effectively. And that got about 1,000 subscribers, which is pretty good. I mean, when you're talking out of 40,000, 1,000 subscribers is substantial. Versus Stradman gave me a shout out and I got like 1,500 to 2,000. Thank you, Frodo.
Frodo Underhill.
And so that was pretty cool. But then like that same week, week of stuff, I got the live PD video and I got 10,000 subscribers from it.
A video like the live PD is always going to outperform any shout out you could do.
Right.
Unless you're doing a full-on collab where the whole episode you're interacting with one of these guys.
Go to Gas Monkey and do donuts in their parking lot.
What is Gas Monkey?
It's a TV show. It's actually based outside of Austin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a Discovery. I don't know. I think
Dan is cool with collaborating with Gas Monkey. So Gas Monkey, just have your people reach out to our people.
Yeah. I'd say you get lots of tickets, speeding, exhibition, maybe a DUI. The drama. People seem to like those. Yeah, let's go driving tonight. Meg and I have crushed a bottle and a half.
That says, yeah. Mostly Dan. Megan did not crush said bottle in half. Meg, let's see. You guys should review cars. Actually, I recently thought, okay, so the whole point of Dan is he's extremely knowledgeable about cars. And the whole point of me is I have a total lack of interest. So I thought about doing car reviews from the perspective of total lack of interest. Like Megan's ambivalent car reviews, Megan's apathetic car reviews. And, you know, I can do an episode where I do the 458 to start just to see how it would do and be like, today we'll be reviewing 458. It is red and shiny. Let me show you the quirks and features, and then we will answer the ultimate question, whether red shiny car goes fast. And
Thank you, Greg.
thank you, Greg.
I met, Greg was one of the guys I met
Yep.
in on the road trip for Shell, coming back from
Yeah, that's fuel for thought.
Shell. Oh, so I'm now even with Greg because I gave him a $25 gift card.
Oh, yay! Thank you, Greg.
Someone was asking, did Cletus charge me? No, he didn't charge me.
No.
I paid his entry because we were at the drag strip for an event, and the organizers of the event would not let Cletus participate. So I bought his entry into the event so that he could drag race me. So, when you think about it.
It was kind of lucky because Cletus happened to be there.
Yeah, he was doing Cletus and Cars the next day. So he just happened to be setting up, and I went over to say hi, and we just started talking.
Hi, Full Octane Garage. You're a longtime viewer. Good to see you.
Hey, James. So it wasn't like Cletus was like, hey, pay me $400 and I'll give you a shout. No,
Cletus is really nice.
No, he was super nice. And it was like, I was like, dude, I will pay for your entry. Because I knew that was a good marketing opportunity for my channel. So that was actually, if you think about it, $400 to get 1,000 subscribers, that's cheap compared to the.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, compared to the $6,000 I spent on the Bull Run GT, which probably got me 20 subscribers. So yeah, it's strange.
When you came to my house to help work on my dad's fish tank, I live in Round Rock.
I came to someone's house?
I'm sure you did work on someone's fish tank. You're very handy that way.
Huh.
Oh, thank you, Josh.
Where does the NGSC business go from here? That's a great question. So
that's an open-ended question.
Well, so I have ideas, right? Like obviously, so part of my thing. So here's the problem, right? I had the original plan was we're going to start working on these engine outs, buying older Ferraris, restoring them, and then selling them. And that's what I thought we were going to do. And obviously that is not looking like it's going to happen.
It's not viable at the moment.
Stand up and wiggle. I'm not going to stand up and wiggle. So where do we go from here is it's a bit unknown. I want to prove out a few concepts. So the whole soup to nuts ownership experience from a normal guy who owns supercars. Thank you, Peter.
Oh, thank you, Peter.
Sam and I want to see Moses.
I'll get Moses, Andy. Anything for Andy.
Yeah, Andy's going to be here in February, by the way.
Remind them what Andy did. Remember? Yeah. Andy helped fix the garage and the 430 door.
Andy's been around since I first got into cars. Andy is like one of my original car friends from way back in the day. Anyway, so honestly, I have certain strategic ideas of things I want to do from a business perspective. Thank you, Jason. Meg does car reviews, source cars from dealers of Turo, race subscriber cars in Mexico. Put a hat on. Well, I know my hair is kind of messed up right now because I've been working all day with my headphones. And some of my headphones are on. See, it like smashes my hair. What little hair I have left. Yeah. What happens to rebuilding the old Ferraris? How that fall apart? I don't have somewhere to do it. Is really the ultimate problem. Oh man, I gotta sneeze. I should hire you. I have Todd. Okay, Todd. I'll pay you in.
Todd will be the NGS intern.
Yeah, you can. I will gladly hire as an intern. I will pay you exactly $0.
You will earn so much in lived experience.
Yes. I subscribe to figure out how I can afford a Ferrari. I mean.
Okay, so how you can afford a Ferrari? Like, let me tell you the secret, guys. Dan worked really hard in software for
20 years.
A long time.
It took me 20 years to get
there. Long time.
Sam is going to smosh his face with kisses. Yes, he will. Thank you, Carl. Why don't you do the best wine pairing with a particular drive, and he can choose the right supercar.
I don't know that you want to pair wine with driving.
I mean, it'd be like a post-drive wine. You know, it's like
Yes.
I drove this car,
Oh,
therefore I should drink this wine. I don't know.
Ugh.
Give a shout out to our boxer dog, Bree.
Oh, hi, Bree the boxer. Say hello. Hello.
If Todd gets a job, he could be the one washing Ferraris in bikini.
I would absolutely support a video where Todd washes Ferraris in bikinis. I am
So-
100% behind that.
Here's the other ultimate problem. A lot of people have said, "Oh, just go to a shop that's far away," or blah. So logistically, it poses a huge problem, right? Like when you why do you keep posting like "and kill Alejandro"?
Alejandro, like Lady Gaga song?
I don't know.
You can probably like boot that person if you want.
Yeah, like. All right, I'll just
Okay.
whatever. If you keep doing that, I'm just gonna ban. Okay, bye.
Okay, anyway.
Bye.
Bye. So the whole point of tonight's live stream, and I know these live streams are always fairly they don't really, I don't know, we don't really have an agenda. But if there was an agenda point, it's Dan wants the viewers. So many people have reached out to him in the last several years through email, through his YouTube, through private message, to tell him that he emboldened them or gave them the confidence to purchase their Ferrari, whatever type of Ferrari that was. And so he is hoping you will share those stories, those buyer stories with him at the following link. Dan?
Hold on, sorry, I'm just blocking someone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You still have it, Control V, yeah.
Yeah, there.
Oh,
Sorry. Oh my God. So just so you know, I don't tolerate stupidity on the internet very well. So
Yeah.
when you do stupid shit like spam my chat with a bunch of bullshit, I'm just gonna ban you. Like, I'm an adult, and if you don't want to behave like an adult, you can go elsewhere. So anyway, continue. Sorry. Driving a bumpy road in Ferrari with girlfriend and wife in bikini. Yeah. Yes.
I'm not
Love the
wearing
shirt.
a bikini.
You can buy the shirt at my website. Go to normalguysupercar.com/shop and you can buy the shirt. Yes, it's a glorious shirt. And I have stickers. Yes. Oh, yes. The Basotto Rampante. You can buy a Basotto Rampante sticker. So the problem with putting a lift in Rex's garage is, number one, I don't want to put. So I learned my lesson. I am not installing a lift in someone else's garage ever again.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I spent $4,000 buying lifts, and I lost my ass on it because it was not my property.
Well, you lost a tiny bit. You did pretty good.
I lost enough that I'm not going to do it again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it just Yeah. Anyway, what happened to the sweatshirts?
Did you sell sweatshirts?
Oh, those are so like it's weird. I have where I sell T-shirts through my website through one company, and then YouTube has a partnership with another company that sells shirts as well. So if you're actually on YouTube and you buy my clothes, it's one company. It's through I think Cafe Press or something. But if you buy it through my website, it's through another company. So I don't sell the sweatshirts on my actual website, but I sell them on my YouTube channel. It's complicated. It's stupid.
Just for clarification, guys, the lifts Dan bought, one was sold and one was purchased. And
Yeah, they're both gone now. So
yeah, they're both spoken for.
I bought the lifts for $2,000 each. Josh ended up paying me for one of the lifts, and the other one I sold for $1,500, so I lost $500. Do more DIY work in the C7. It's more mainstream, but that's the thing is, if I go into the world of the Corvette, I'm competing with all the other Corvette guys. So there's something to be said about being in a niche. So if it's Rachel.
Hey, Rachel, aren't you at some type of party tonight?
He said already home because we are lame, but made it home in time for your all's life.
Oh,
Rachel,
come over.
You should come.
Come over, Rachel.
Look, we have
We have wine.
We have wine.
Who wants to see our neighbor from Post, Texas?
I think Rachel needs to come over.
She's from Post.
From Post.
Post.
Come on over, Rachel.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, before we embarrass Rachel too much. So yeah. Okay. So the videos that you guys theoretically, hey Mo, the videos that you guys theoretically think are the shit, might not have a very good return on investment versus the videos of Dan talking about whatever in his garage.
Heck no, I'm in my jammy jams and zero makeup. Dude, it's a live stream. Don't worry. Look at you.
Look, Mike P says Rachel. I'm gonna spill my wine.
Dude, I'm wearing a shitty t-shirt. My hair is like looking like,
I'm wearing a t-shirt.
What little hair I have is looking like shit. We're sitting here getting drunk off wine. Come on, you know you want to come get drunk with us, Rachel.
I am not getting inebriated.
I am.
Dan is.
I'm
to
working.
be clear, I'm here for Dan's safety.
Let me see. I am trying to get drunk. It's my goal.
What's your dream Ferrari, Dan?
Dream Ferrari? Good question. Probably F40.
I buy that. Dan's been talking about F40 forever.
Even though it's not like the fastest or whatever. Rachel. I have to say, so those of you that haven't obviously been watching for a long time, we have the best neighbors. They've tolerated all of our stupidity, and they're always interested in our stupid shit. Is Fry Chat giving you a hard time? Yeah, you know, somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah. What guard to use to shave your head? A number 2.
Dan does all his own haircuts, guys. Yeah. I don't know if you know that. Occasionally, he will ask me to help clean up the back and trim behind the ears with barber's scissors.
Yeah,
but other than that, Dan cuts his own hair.
Back in my early 20s, I had a glorious thick set of hair, and then by the time I was like 25, it was like, oh shit, I can see my scalp through my hair. And then I started going gray. When I was like 27, I was gray. I'm like, what the shit? Gotta get sleep. Oh, fine, Rachel. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got the big shack party tomorrow.
We do have the party in the cul-de-sac tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, so to reiterate once more, the only point we were trying to make tonight, Dan's whole agenda, and I wasn't trying to make any point because I'm just kind of here. But Dan wants those of you who have sent him so many messages over the years via email or private message or on YouTube or in person at Cars and Coffee, who've said, I bought a Ferrari because I felt more confident to do so because I saw myself reflected in you on these YouTube videos when I bought it, or you gave me the confidence to go ahead and pull the trigger and buy it. He wants those stories. He wants those stories, if you could, donated at this link. Dan, send link.
Oh, yes. The link.
Send link, baby.
So I was reading all the comments. Someone was like, shot.
I am not cultivating freshwater coral. That isn't a thing. I'm cultivating saltwater coral.
Doesn't being a niche topic limit my reach? Maybe.
Yeah.
It's
Here's the thing. If he has the right niche, like if he gets a couple 100,000 subscribers and he continues to get sponsors and what are they called? Affiliate deals?
Yeah.
Which, because you have to remember the actual revenue from views can be more modest than those things. Because if someone feels they have a targeted audience, like specifically targeted to Ferrari owners, they tend to reimburse for that.
Yeah, here's a weird thing I've observed is that just because you have more subscribers doesn't mean they're necessarily like good subscribers or valuable subscribers, I guess is the way to say it, which kind of sounds douchey. But so, excuse me, hiccup from wine. All anecdotal. This is not a slight against anyone else, but when I went on a Shell rally, I met another YouTuber who had, at that time, over 500,000 subscribers. So at that point in time, this last summer, I had like 25,000 something subscribers, and they had 500,000. And we go to this Ferrari event, and the people who came up, so like of the Ferrari owners who came up to him, I didn't see a single one. say, "Oh, I watch your YouTube channel." Like literally, not a single Ferrari owner was like, "I know who that guy is." And then here's little me with my little tiny channel with only 25,000 subscribers. I had literally like 40, 50 people out of 300 come up to me and say, "Dude, we watch your channel, we watch your videos, blah blah blah."
Yeah, no, it's surreal.
So it's a very targeted audience, but it's also a very potent audience. So I have my demographic is skewed much more like towards older actual car owners versus like children. So like, and again, this isn't like meant to be an offense towards any other channel, but I'm just going to use it as an example. So like Stradman, his demographic skews younger because he appeals to younger people because the content he's producing caters to a younger audience. It's not meant for adults, right?
Yes, it's those dank purple cars, yo.
Okay, this guy's going to be
Ban that guy down.
banned.
Okay, bye, Alejandro.
Okay. Yeah, just stupid. Anyway, so it's partly about, my goal is not necessarily to have a channel that has millions of subscribers, me to be the biggest YouTuber ever. But if I get the right people watching, the right subscribers watching, it could be more valuable, I think, from a business perspective, because there's certain things I can do and like in cooperation with the YouTube channel. So being a startup junkie that I am, my goal is not just to build a YouTube channel. So when you guys wanted to know what's up with my YouTube channel, what are my plans, it's not just to create, my business plan is not just create videos and get rich. Create videos, get subscribers, done, we're rich. No, it's create videos, use the YouTube channel to create a real, actual business that has actual stuff. And that is my goal.
A business with stuff.
Yeah. Obviously,
there's more to it than that.
I don't want to talk about in detail because it's like that's not necessarily something that's business savvy to do. Is tell let's not lay out all of our cards on the deck before we have the cards. But anyway, have I considered running paid media? I have run lots of ads on Facebook. We've also run Google ads, and the return is atrocious. So probably not going to do that a whole lot. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Hopefully your plan doesn't include that non-Christmas movie Die Hard. I love Die Hard.
Dan loves the original Die Hard, so I'm sorry to disappoint you. He likes that movie.
Yes.
How many cars do we own?
4.
Thank God.
We're down from 5. Cheers.
Hopefully soon 3.
Yes. Working on getting a smaller fleet. Yeah, I mean, no, look, and I want to be clear again. I'm not crapping on Stradman's channel. I met James. He's the nicest guy, yeah. And he's clearly, James has figured out a great equation to how to make a big YouTube channel, and that's awesome and good for him. And I wish him the best. That is not my strategy because I'm not that kind of person. I'm going to be 40 next year. I don't know how to connect with a 18-year-old very well. That's like, no, what? Yeah, that's not what I do. Like, I don't go hang around with 18-year-old kids and stuff. I don't know how to like hang out with the cool kids.
1 minute.
Mo. What's wrong, Mo?
He's just bored.
He's like, why am I up here? I don't like being upstairs. Do seasons play role in views? Absolutely. And even more than seasons playing a role in views, seasonality plays a role in how much you get paid. So all the YouTubers joke the end of the year is when you make the most money. So right now in December, I'm making way more money than you watch. He's like, give me hi, Mo. January, my revenue is probably gonna half compared to December. Oh, my buddy. Moses wants to love, and he's a good boy. Yeah. Oh, Mo. A lot of comments. Anyone over 30 can relate to 8-year-olds these days? Change your mind. Yeah. Sorry, just reading. Everyone jokes about his moving around. He does have a very specific style. So actually, that was one of the funniest things is meeting Stradman a few times now. Seeing how he films, it's interesting. Like now that I've met a bunch of the big YouTubers, you know, I met Stradman, I met Shmi, and you know all that stuff. And it's
Mousetrap, thank you.
It's interesting because to see how different big YouTubers.
Oh, is he talking about my Mini's warranty is going to run out next year?
I don't know, but it is.
Oh, is he the dude who works for the Mini dealership?
No.
Oh.
He's the one in Canada.
Oh, hi. Okay. So we've been at this a while.
Yeah, it's probably time to call it quits.
It might be time for bed. Mo is tired.
Mo is all grouchy.
Mo is very tired. Poor thing.
Look at that sad sack of meat.
My poor baby. He's like, Mom!
Why am I upstairs? Ah. Let Meg have the Ferrari a day of her own. I mean, she drives it whenever she wants. I can
drive the Ferrari whenever I want, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, you big
Would I relate more to Shmi? A little bit, because I when I met him, I think my conversation with Shmi was very interesting because I think he gave me some more insight into how to run it more like a business, which was fascinating. Shmi is clearly business savvy.
How old is the dog? Dog is 7 months old, 7.5 months old.
Rest up so we can rage tomorrow. Yes, we have a big cul-de-sac party tomorrow.
We're gonna rage on the sack.
We're gonna rage. It's gonna be sweet.
Rage on the sack.
Neighbors will be going, ooch, 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 ooch. What kind of development I do? I did software development.
Software development.
Mo.
He's okay. He's not doing anything.
He's
just sniffing things. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna wind this down.
Everything that I have to say of value stopped 30 minutes ago. But the whole agenda of tonight's episode was for viewers who all along the way have messaged Dan, who have sent him private messages, slid into his DMs, emailed him, said Facebook comments, commented on his YouTube videos, that they were emboldened or given the confidence to purchase the Ferrari because they identified with him as a normal guy buying these luxury cars and, in fact, working on these cars himself. We'd love your stories. We'd love you to send those stories to Dan. Yep. Send the link. I'm helping keep Dan on his talking points.
Go to that link, please. I would appreciate it. So any of you that have been motivated by my channel in any way, please go to that link, submit a story. I would appreciate it. It would be awesome. How is the software scene in Austin? It's very good.
It is it's a robust tech economy, guys.
That's actually the reason why we're in Austin. That's the reason we moved here. So, all right, guys, we're gonna wind it down. He's not a normal guy.
I think anybody who's a super successful YouTuber has lost the normal label.
Yeah.
It's a weird world that I have given a slight bit of access to.
I mean, not intentionally at the moment. Maybe. Who knows? All right, guys, we're gonna call it quits. Thank you, genuinely, thank you so much. Again, another thing for those of you that wanted to help, please share my videos. And I'm not saying this video. Don't share the live videos. Those
are not very representative of the channel.
Especially when I do DIY videos and things like that. Share those videos. Go post them on Reddit. Go post them on message boards. Go spam your friends. Those things genuinely help out my channel. So I'm serious when I say that at the end of the videos. And I'm like, hey, you want to help me out? Share these videos. I'm serious. Those things do help me out. They
call to action.
Yes. So when you do those things, it truly does help me out. Sharing, liking, those things really do help out the video. So obviously you're probably subscribed if you're here right now. So thank you, Scott. You don't have to give it Scott.
Scott, stop.
I feel like when a friend gives me money, I gotta like go buy them a beer or something.
Yeah, we are gonna buy you a beer, buddy.
You're gonna beer Scott. By the way, who wants to see Scott cry like a baby watching The Art of Racing in the Rain? Anyone?
Oh, dude, we have this idea. It's probably a lot of time investment, but we want to have car guys watch The Art of Racing in the Rain, because it is the saddest thing I think a car guy could ever watch.
It's like, whoa. All right, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're gonna call it quits. So enjoy the holidays. Happy holidays.
Happy
to all
holidays.
of you.
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
I got a couple of videos coming out between now and Christmas. I don't think I'm gonna publish anything on Christmas because I don't think anyone's gonna be watching on Christmas. But
No.
there's videos. I have videos scheduled for tomorrow, Saturday, and Monday. Although I may move it to Sunday. I'm debating about it. But anyway, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much. Good night. Happy holidays. We'll see you then. Bye.
Bye. I wasn't out.